Good morning. In this video, we are going to see about the modules of Angular JS. So, an Angular module defines an application, and this is used as a container for different part of the application. Now, so not only for the application but also for the application controllers. So, the module is a container. So, for application controllers, and the controllers always belong to what? A module, right? So this module allows you to encapsulate different part of the application. So as you know, encapsulation is wrapping up of data into a single unit. Each module can have its own controller, services, directives, as well as the component, right? So this will avoid or prevent the naming conflict and keep your code an organized way. In an organized way, we can keep all these controllers, services, and directives. So this can be achieved by means of modules. So modules is not only used for encapsulation, but also we are using this for reusability. So modules can be reusable or reused across different part of your application. So when I am using application in Angular Java script, so these modules can be reused. So this can be reused and make it easier to maintain and extend your code bases, right? So the next important thing about module is this is used for dependency management. So for dependency with the other modules, we can use what? Modules. So this means that we can declare each module, a particular module relies on the other module, and all the necessary code is loaded when the application starts, right? So in this slide we are going to see how to define a module. So like a declaration of function, we are using function as the keyword. So when going for Python coding, we are using def as a function, declaring a function, right? So likewise, when you are declaring a module, you have to use angular.module. Okay, so angular.module function should be used before a module is defined, right? So you define a module in a separate JavaScript file, and this may look like, okay, so you can see the example here. So variable app, okay, variable app is equal to angular module myapp. So what is myapp? So myapp is the name of the module that I have created. So how I am going to create a module here? By means of angular.module. So near myapp, you can see there is an empty array. So this is accepted as the second argument. So this is the first argument and this is the second argument, right? So this include names of other module that my app depends on. So there is no dependencies. In this example, you pass an empty array, right? So you can see how we are using a module. So we can use a module with the help of controller, right? So you can see here we are defining a controller within what? My app module. So within a my app module, we are going to define a controller here, right? So controller can be defined with the help of app.controller my control. So the name of the controller is my controller, and I am using function and scope. So what is scope here? Scope act as the object. Okay, scope act as an object which can be used in further programming, right? So once you have defined a module, you can use the module to create what? Controller, services, and directives. So you have seen already, we have seen already in the encapsulation concept, right? So this is how we are going to use the controller inside an app. So we have defined a controller by means of the name called as my controller within my app module. So the name of the module is what? My app, and the name of the controller is what? My controller. So you can see here how we are going to load a module. Okay, how we are going to load a module. So this can be achieved by means of ng-app. Okay, so here your application content will be going, right? So you are using script source is equal to AngularJS as well as script source is equal to myapp.js, right? So this will be the reference of the AngularJS library and your application in JavaScript files, right? So this will be included in AngularJS library as well as myapp.js file, where we are defining the myapp module. So we also use the ng app directive. Okay, so in the last slide we have seen about the controller, and this slide we are going to see about the directive. So ng app is the directive which is used or which is been declared in myapp module. So this is the root module of this application, right? So you can see here, so it is starting with HTML and we are going for scripting language, right? So here we are using a directive, and the myapp.js is the reference to the AngularJS library. This is how we are going to load the modules, right? So that's all about this slide. See you in the next video. Thank you.